But one thing that I noticed that kind of alarmed me was the gun on the armrest. It was, and let me tell you, it was a gun with an extended clip, maybe extended. Can't focus on me. Baby, can you focus on me? Oof, okay. So I know I look a mess. I literally just threw on some. Came out here so I could finish this story time. So the story time that I said I was going to do, that I was doing before I got interrupted, was basically the time where I thought I was going to get kidnapped. It was also the same night I got taken advantage of. I'm not gonna lie. Around the time it happened, I wasn't telling nobody this. I didn't even tell my parents, nobody. Like my dad still doesn't know. Because you know, like when it first happens, you feel like you just feel like you don't want to talk about it. And it's kind of embarrassing. Well, to me, especially at the time, it was kind of embarrassing to think that, wow, I let this happen to myself. When you hear the story, you'll see that, like, definitely was naive. Definitely. I'm gonna try not to overtalk because I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. So we're gonna get into it. Again, this happened back in freshman year. It was around August, so you know, just got there, just fresh, first time out of state. First time being alone, you know, living by myself. Well, technically I ain't living by myself because I had roommates and you're in a dorm, but you know, away from my mom and sisters and all of that, just family, because I'm originally from Alabama and I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia. Me and my roommate, who I said we were pretty close, we were going out. I think we were going to get something to eat or something like that, because we did have restaurants close to the campus. We had grocery stores like Walmart, so it was very much convenient. Quick walk there, quick walk back. So when we was leaving the dorm, it was a man, dark-skinned man, small starter dreads. I mean, little bitty dreads, kind of thick body, you know, definitely not skinny. And he came up to us. No, you know, I'm not shaming it, but just trying to give y'all a good description, okay? So in case y'all see him run, this is awareness for any other girl who has been sexually assaulted or anything like that. Speak out, baby. Speak your truth. Don't be ashamed. He came up to us. He handed us his, like, a tattoo card. He had his own tattoo business. So I guess that's what he was on campus doing. Just, you know, trying to build up his clientele and whatnot. We grabbed the tattoo thing. He told us a little bit about his shop and tattoos he do. After that, he said,
okay, so what are y'all getting into?
We was like, basically, like, we're on our way to get something to eat or wherever we was about to go. Then he was like,
what are y'all in college for?
And you know, basically we said our majors. I was there for psychology. I think my homegirl was there for criminal justice or something. I don't know. She ended up switching to psychology, so I don't know. After that, he started giving us a whole lecture about how college is a waste of time. Like a whole story about how
why y'all in college, why y'all in college, you know, you're wasting your time. You can do this without a college degree. You can do this without spending so much money. They're just taking your money and
which at the time, I ain't gonna lie, to schools, it was expensive, baby. That's why I'm in the process of transferring as we speak. Still, we chose to get a degree. I'm still going to get that degree. And we were telling him that, why are you still trying to change our minds? Why are you still trying to change our minds? I don't understand. So we're telling him, like, we're just trying to brush him off, like, this one, like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool, great, ooh, but you know, we're still going to do college, ooh. He's still going on, okay, we're tired. We're just brushing him off, yeah, okay, boom, boom. Then he's like,
what y'all do for fun, you know? I got games at the house. Me and my homeboy here, he's in the car. We about to go back to the crib, you know, chill. After y'all want to come with.
We was like, me and her look at each other. We was like, no, right? But he was
like, no, why not? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all over here just doing schoolwork and woo-woo.
it's beginning of the year, we ain't had that much schoolwork, but y'all over here doing schoolwork and woo-woo, you know, you need to relax, you need to have some fun, and we can play drunk Uno, we can play drunk Jenga, we can just have a little drunk game night. Again, we look at each other, and this time she was like, we actually had somewhere to go. Again, he was still persistent, which is, if that's the red flag. I don't know why, I don't know why the fuck we just ain't walk away. Those red flags alone should have been a walk away. I don't know what we was doing. I feel like we both felt a little pressured, like, and we both was kind of like listening to what he was saying. It was like, you know what, let's have a little fun, like, eventually. But anyways, after she said we had somewhere to go, again, he was being persuasive, like,
You know, we'll be right back. Woo-woo. We're just gonna do a little game night. Promise y'all won't regret it. I can give y'all free tattoos.
so then we was just like, you know what, fine, let's go. So we end up walking to the car. Oh, some of the red flags. We get in the back seat. We instantly see the homeboy he was talking about. His homeboy was knocked down in the driver's seat. But one thing that I noticed that kind of alarmed me was on the armrest. It was, and let me tell you, it was an extended clip, maybe extended. So you couldn't miss it. Then it was right on the armrest. Kind of alarms me. But again, I didn't say nothing too much. She didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I look at her. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm doing too much. Then we end up getting in the car, closing the door. Whoop, whoop. They end up driving. And then they end up getting on the freeway. Now, we did not even ask. I don't know why. We never asked where was his house. Why didn't we? I don't know. As we got on the freeway, me and her started getting a little scared. I seen her, she on her phone, she was sending her location to her little group chat back from home. Me, I'm just nervous. At least my roommates, you know, the little keychains, they had a pepper spray, the window breaker, she got some. I had nothing. I ain't really had nobody to send location to, so when I wasn't gonna send it to my mama, and I don't know, it's just embarrassing. I didn't want that. You know, she sent her to her group chat from home, her own friend, her little friend group. And yeah, we was nervous. They ended up stopping at the liquor store. Homeboy ended up getting out, and then the dude, tattoo dude, looked in the rearview mirror and he's like,
Nobody finna kidnap y'all.
keep in mind, we didn't say nothing, so he must have read our faces. Nobody finna kidnap y'all. Like, okay. Like, you know, anybody could say that and still do it, but okay. 3 minutes later, homeboy, no, after he said that, he ended up getting out to go with his homeboy in the liquor store. That's when me and her started talking, like, girl, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? We just had a little chit chat about, like, okay, so, girl, I hope we don't die. Like, me and her even prayed. We prayed in that motherfucker backseat. They end up, and we did pray earlier too. That's probably why he probably ended up seeing it, us praying or something. That's probably why he said that. I don't know. Because I think we prayed before that too. They end up coming back to the car. And we end up driving to this neighborhood. Well, you know, it was decent houses, pretty big. And, you know, he was the type of dude that talked about how much money he had. And I think he gave us that, I think he put that in there during his little lecture on why we're wasting our time going to college. I think he did insert that in there. Oh, why I going to college? You know, see, I don't go to college and I got money. We end up going, big house, cool house, my God. We walk in, the house is empty as shit. Empty as shit. Nothing there. Like, he didn't even have a couch. There was not even, I mean, it was probably like one little lamp in the corner. Then you had the kitchen. Why did this dude got a whole tattoo thing? Little, you know, the little chair that you lay back in the kitchen. He had a tattoo chair in the kitchen with 2 chairs against a wall, and the chair was in the middle of the kitchen, like the middle of the floor. And then behind that chair was like a counter, like an enclosed counter, kind of like an island. Not even an island, no. It was just like enclosed counter. And then behind the counter, you had the fridge and more counters and cabinets. Baby, that's not even the kitchen. You walk into the kitchen, you see roaches. baby roaches, adult roaches, men, female, children, infants, just a whole village of fucking roaches. I'm not against that. We've all been there before. Roaches gonna sneak up anywhere there's food or anything. It's just the fact that he hyped up this house, he hyped up his money, and you walk in and you see all this. Like, just keep it real, baby. Like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Well, kind of, baby. You know, not for real. We end up sitting on the 2 chairs against the wall in the kitchen. He was like, y'all want a drink? I'll make y'all a drink. We was like, yeah. I end up walking around the counter, you know, just to pretend like I'm talking to him, but I really want to watch him make our drinks. I see what he pouring up. Nothing but like some orange juice with a little liquor. We drink it down. We feeling a little, not really tipsy, but we feeling a little good. His homeboy come in and we start the game. Oh, why did I miss a part? Back when he was giving us that lecture while we were at the dorms, well, outside the dorms, tell me why he was already touchy-feely with me. This man, when he was talking, and he's like, man, you too pretty, or something, I don't know, something in that line, and he grabbed my waist, and I got to pull back, and he kept trying to shit. But again, see, I should have been more vocal. I guess I was too scared to say something, but I was giving the mannerism, like, get the fuck away from me. I'll fast forward. Back to the present. So yeah, we start the game. His homeboy come in the kitchen. It's like little bar stools outside the counter. His homeboy sitting on one. My roommate, we just call him homeboy. Homeboy sitting on one. My roommate sitting next to him. And then tattoo dude sitting across the counter. I guess it was another, he got a little chair or something. He got a little chair put on the other side of the counter. Not much for me to sit. He's like, oh, you can sit on my lap. I won't bother sitting on the nigga lap. But I did go around that counter so it can be 2 to 2. You know, 2 face that way, 2 face. Yeah. And he just ended up pulling me closer. I felt so fucking uncomfortable. And look, I thought a lot of y'all would be like, why you didn't say nothing? You should have slapped the fuck out of that nigga. Again, I'm new to Atlanta. Really not an excuse, but and I was just so scared to say something because I ain't, look, he already had a gun. He already had something that I didn't have. My ass shit. So, yeah, I was scared. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to hear that man bedside. I was like, play smarter. Play it smart. So I was really trying to play it smart. So I was just like, let's get this shit over with. We played Drunk Uno. No, first we played Jenga. Cool, great. If you lose, you take a shot. After that game, you know, we felt a little tipsy. Moved on to the next game. We played Drunk Uno. That's what got me. Okay, I kept losing. It got to a point where I just couldn't drink no more. So he started taking my shots for me. Now at this point, his hand is wrapped around my hip. I'm dangling there between his legs. After the game, I think we all a little fucked up. We moved into the living room. The one with no furniture, but just a lamp in the corner. That living room. And he made a pallet on the floor with 2 blankets. Like, 1 blanket here, 1 blanket there. So his, like, homeboy and my roommate, they're on 1 pallet, and me and him on the other. This ain't even no double date type shit, but you know, whatever they made it out to be. So he put on a movie, we're watching a movie, and I peeped something in my peripheral. Okay, in my peripheral. I see movement. Because we were kind of, me and his palette kind of closer to the TV, theirs are more like back. So I see something in my peripheral, like kind of like in the back of me, movement. But you know, I ain't gonna look, cause I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But then eventually I did end up peeking back and seeing like just hand movement under the covers. Wink, wink. Okay, like, I'm like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna do that. We just chilling watching movies. He started getting touchy-feely. I moved his hand. And again, this nigga is so fucking persistent. So I'm like, oh, this is so disgusting. At this point, I just, let's just watch this movie, okay? Eventually, you know, like, it's like he had like this doorway that led to the stairs to go upstairs, where I think like back door is as well. just like this whole stair area. He tells me, we go blur that out. He tells me,
hey, can you come over here real quick?
I'm like, why?
Just come here real quick, I have to tell you something.
I go over there. It's a wall, so my roommate and his homeboy, they can't see nothing. That's when he started touching on me. Okay, y'all, look, I'm outside. And that's when he started touching on me and like basically pushing me against the wall. And I'm pushing him back, and he's trying to forcefully put my hand down there, and I snatch it away real quick, and he like,
come on.
I'm like, I'm on my period. Which I was not lying. I was on my period. And he was like,
I already know.
Excuse me? I'm like, what you mean you know? He goes tell me something.
I see you go to the bathroom.
That's weird to me. I'm laughing because it's weird. But that's just scary as fuck. Because I did go to the bathroom early. You know when you drink, you're bound to go to the bathroom. That shit run right through you. Like water. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck you mean? He seen me go to the bathroom. Like, what the fuck you mean? He seen me go to the bathroom. Like, nigga. And then you're telling me you know I'm on my period? Do you got fucking cameras in your fucking bathroom or some shit? Like, y'all let me know. Like, is that not given you got cameras in your bathroom? Because seeing me walk to the bathroom is not enough evidence for you to know I'm on my period. You fucking creep. That's the only way. And then the fact that you knew that and still tried it, you're disgusting as fuck. Look, I don't give a fuck. People out there who do that, I don't give a fuck. That shit is disgusting. Fucking on your period or any like something that, no, that shit's disgusting. I don't care. Teach his own, but my opinion, that shit's disgusting. So he told me something like, no, I see you go to the bathroom. And I know I made a weird face. I had to. And he still proceeded. He touched on me, grabbed my booty. Then he ended up kind of like lifting me up a little bit and putting me on the ground in like a quick motion, like a little, like it wasn't hard to be a slam, but like a little soft slam on the ground. And y'all, I don't know how it was like magic. Keep in mind, I was pretty drunk this night. So this is how my eyes seen everything. Like, okay, most this, I'm not saying like, baby, this is truth. But when I tell you, when you're drunk, it's probably things you didn't notice at the time that were probably there, but you just didn't notice it because you were too drunk. Tell me why when this man put me on the ground, he pulled out a huge vibrating wand. Huge. And tried to press it against me. I was wearing jeans, but I didn't feel that shit. And I was wearing a pad. I didn't feel that shit. Tried to put it through my jeans. And that's when I was so flabbergasted. It kind of had me stuck. Like, I kind of jumped a little bit because I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? He didn't have that when he told me to come here. And all that groping and stuff, where does one come from? I don't know. So I end up pushing away. Somehow, he ended up flipping me over on my hands and knees, trying to drop me. Well, did. Then try to put his thing in my jeans, or trying to take out my jeans. I was like, no.
Can I just put it in there? Let me get my little...
He was like, let me finish. Get my little, what in. And I was like, no, it was fine for a minute. So I just let it happen. Like, y'all, he pinned me down on the ground. Just got through pinning me down on the ground. Like literally had me like this on the ground. Then use one hand for the little one and then end up dropping me and pinning me down, then flip me over in it. Yeah. But eventually, after the fight, I didn't scream or nothing. But I'm so surprised my roommate and I know they were drunk too, but how did y'all not hear the ruckus? But I ended up letting it happen. He ended up doing what he did, got up. Now one thing about him, he did put on a condom. Even though we didn't do that. I'm still glad he did, cause ew. He ended up getting up.
Come on, let's go back in here.
I felt so disgusted. I just know she had to see my face. Because by the time I came back, she was kind of sitting up. She was still next to the dude. But I think she was sitting up. I can't remember, something like that. But she was still sitting down. I go back to our pallet. And he ends up falling asleep. Of course. I end up getting up, walking to her, saying, like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's just go. Because at this point, I'm disgusted. I don't want to be here. Let's just go. So she was like, okay. Ask him. Tell him, like, you're ready to go. I tell him, ready to go. He's like, oh,
I'm too drunk. I can't take you home.
What do you mean? So my roommate was like, well, can you at least pay for us an Uber? And he was willing. He paid for us. He paid for an Uber. Drunkenly. He was like, yeah.
Hey, give me my phone.
He's scrolling the app. He paid for an Uber. We wait till we get there. When I say with the quickness, we leave. We go back to the dorm. I'm telling her everything that happened. And I can't remember her reaction, but I'm pretty sure she was disgusted. Like, ew. And y'all, this and it's a sad part because this is not the only story of him. Why is there another story of him? I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. There's another story of him. We did end up, after that incident, going back to his house. I think because, I don't know if she left something. No, I don't remember. Or no, I think maybe she wanted to go back over there. Because I guess she had a decent time. But even, I did tell her the story though, so I don't know why she would go back over there. I can remember the reason. But I know I barely wanted to go over there. But I did. Because I'm like, that's my, anybody that knows me, y'all, you know, they can tell you that I give people the benefit of the doubt way too much. I was open. Even though he effed up the first time, he was drunk. I did not really want to go over there. But after talking to her, I was open. We ended up going over there. And what happened the second time, I'm gonna do a separate story time on that one. And my freshman year of college, it wasn't just me and my roommate. We had a third homegirl. We were like a group of 3. Me, my roommate, and another homegirl that lived in the same dorm building as us. We always used to hang out. But during the time of the sexual assault, she was out of town. She was like in Gwinnett County visiting family. So she didn't know none of this was going on. It was just me and my roommate during these days when she was gone. So the second time we went over there happened when she was out of town. Now it's a third story time with this same man. It's a story time when she came back in town. She ended up meeting him, and it just went wrong. It went wrong, and that's a third story time. Let me know if y'all want a second, a third. I don't care. I'm gonna still do a second and a third, okay? So yeah, this will end this story time. Feel free to ask questions. I'm not mean. I'm willing to answer any questions you may have, especially those who are victims of the same thing. If you ever need any clarity on what you should do or how to cope. But yeah, yeah, it was definitely a crazy experience, and all the girls who have been sexually assaulted out there, or you know, just don't let that experience define you. Use that experience just to be a little bit more cautious. Take that as like a learning experience, but don't let it break you down too much to the point where you just feel like you can't find love. You just, because I look, after this experience, well, not even just after, but yeah, after this experience mixed with other experience I had prior, made me hate men. Hate men as a whole. I did not give a F about men. Didn't care for them for a minute. But that should not stop you. It shouldn't do that. I mean, you're gonna feel like that temporarily, but don't let that experience define you. Don't let that experience stop you from finding true love. It's gonna feel bad, but it's all temporary. That experience will never leave my head. I use it to be more cautious, but I will never let it stop me from my dreams of getting married, having kids, and you shouldn't either. So yeah, this is the end of this story time. Lasia just had to come in and give y'all a little story on my experience. Don't be scared to share your experience. And yeah, until next time, bye y'all.